Padmasambhava, also known as GuruRinpoche, was an important figure in Tibetan Buddhism. He was born in the 8th century in India and was invited to Tibet by the Tibetan king, Trisong Detsen, to help establish Buddhism in the region. Padmasambhava's teachings were based on the Vajrayana tradition, which emphasizes the use of tantric practices to attain enlightenment. He is also associated with the Dzogchen teachings, which focus on realizing the true nature of the mind. He is considered one of the founding fathers of Tibetan Buddhism and is credited with establishing many of the major lineages of practice that are still followed today. He is also known for his supernatural abilities, including his ability to subdue demons and interact with other worlds. In this video, we will explore the life and teachings of Padmasambhava, his supernatural abilities, his role in Tibetan culture and society, and the ongoing impact of his teachings and legacy in Tibetan Buddhism and beyond. We will also discuss some of the key practices and teachings associated with Padmasambhava, including Tantra and Dzogchen, and their relevance for contemporary spiritual seekers. Padmasambhava's life was shrouded in mystery and legends, but it is generally believed that he was born in the Swat Valley of present-day Pakistan around 710 CE. He was a prince of the Sakya clan, the same clan to which the Buddha belonged. According to legends, GuruRinpoche was a prodigy who mastered all the arts and sciences at a young age. He studied under many great Buddhist masters of his time and became a renowned teacher in his own right. He also attained many supernatural powers, which he used to help people and spread the teachings of Buddhism. Padmasambhava's fame reached Tibet, where the king, Trisong Detsen, invited him to come and help establish Buddhism in the region. He arrived in Tibet in the year 747 CE, and his teachings had a profound impact on the people of Tibet. Padmasambhava's main teaching was the Vajrayana tradition, also known as the Diamond Vehicle. This tradition emphasizes the use of tantric practices to attain enlightenment. His teachings were based on the view that all sentient beings possess the potential for enlightenment, and that this potential can be realized through the practice of meditation and other spiritual disciplines. He also taught the Dzogchen tradition, which focuses on the direct realization of the true nature of the mind. This tradition emphasizes the importance of resting in the present moment and seeing reality as it is, without the filter of concepts and mental constructs. Padmasambhava's teachings were transmitted through a system of lineage holders who passed on the teachings from generation to generation. This system of transmission is still followed today in many Tibetan Buddhist lineages. Overall, his teachings had a profound impact on Tibetan Buddhism and helped to establish many of the major lineages of practice that are still followed today. His teachings continue to inspire and guide spiritual seekers around the world. Padmasambhava was known for his many supernatural abilities, which were attributed to him by his followers and the legends that surround his life. Padmasambhava is said to have tamed many fierce and powerful demons who were obstacles to the spread of Buddhism. He did this through his spiritual powers and by using his knowledge of the demon psychology and motivations. He is said to have been able to travel to other dimensions and realms, and to have communicated with various divine and celestial beings. He is believed to have had the power to heal illnesses and even to bring the dead back to life. He is also said to have had the ability to assume different forms and to appear in different places at the same time. These miraculous powers attributed to Padmasambhava are not to be taken literally but have symbolic meanings that relate to the teachings of Tibetan Buddhism. For example, the subduing of demons represents the taming of the ego and negative emotions, which are seen as the real demons that obstruct our spiritual progress. Interacting with other worlds symbolizes the interconnectedness of all beings and the unity of all phenomena. Healing and restoring life represent the power of compassion and the ability to alleviate suffering, while shapeshifting represents the ability to transform one's mind and perceptions. These supernatural abilities are seen as expressions of Padmasambhava's enlightened mind and are considered to be aspects of the qualities of the Buddha nature that all beings possess. They are not seen as magical tricks or displays of power, but rather as manifestations of the true nature of reality. In summary, Padmasambhava's supernatural abilities represent the transformative power of the teachings of Tibetan Buddhism and the potential for spiritual awakening that exists within all beings. They continue to inspire and guide spiritual seekers on the path to enlightenment. Padmasambhava is not only an important figure in Tibetan Buddhism but also a significant cultural and spiritual hero in Tibet. He has had a profound impact on Tibetan art, literature, and spirituality, and his legacy continues to resonate with Tibetans and Buddhists around the world. His influence on art is evident in the many paintings, sculptures, and thangkas, scroll paintings, that depict him. He is often depicted with his consort, Yeshet Tsogyal, or surrounded by various deities and symbols. These artworks serve as a reminder of his teachings and the transformative power of the Vajrayana tradition. In literature, Padmasambhava is a central figure in many texts, including the life of Padmasambhava and the 100,000 Songs of Milarepa. His teachings have also been compiled into various texts, including the Bardo Thodol, Tibetan Book of the Dead, and the GuruRinpoche Tantra. These texts are essential to the Vajrayana tradition and serve as a guide for spiritual practitioners. GuruRinpoche's influence on Tibetan spirituality is also significant. He is often invoked during ceremonies and prayers, and his teachings continue to be transmitted through lineages of masters and disciples. His emphasis on the importance of compassion, wisdom, and devotion has inspired countless practitioners to deepen their spiritual practice and strive for enlightenment. In modern times, Padmasambhava's legacy continues to be relevant. His teachings and practices have been introduced to Western audiences, and his influence can be seen in the spread of Tibetan Buddhism around the world. He remains a cultural and spiritual hero to many Tibetans, who see him as a symbol of their identity and resilience in the face of adversity. Padmasambhava's role in Tibetan culture and society cannot be overstated. His influence on art, literature, and spirituality is a testament to his enduring legacy, and his teachings continue to inspire and guide spiritual seekers on the path to enlightenment. In conclusion, the life and teachings of Padmasambhava, also known as GuruRinpoche, are an essential part of Tibetan Buddhism and have had a significant impact on Tibetan culture and society. His teachings emphasize compassion, wisdom, and devotion, and his emphasis on the Vajrayana tradition has inspired countless practitioners to deepen their spiritual practice and strive for enlightenment. Padmasambhava's supernatural abilities and symbolic stories also serve as reminders of the transformative power of his teachings and the Vajrayana tradition. They illustrate the importance of developing a compassionate and wise mind and the potential for spiritual transformation and liberation. His legacy continues to be relevant and impactful today. His teachings and practices have been introduced to Western audiences, and his influence can be seen in the spread of Tibetan Buddhism around the world. He remains a cultural and spiritual hero to many Tibetans, who see him as a symbol of their identity and resilience in the face of adversity. Overall, Padmasambhava's teachings and legacy are an important part of Tibetan Buddhism and serve as a guide for spiritual seekers on the path to enlightenment. His emphasis on compassion, wisdom, and devotion continues to inspire and guide practitioners, and his legacy will undoubtedly continue to influence generations to come. If you like this video, please subscribe or just leave a comment. Thanks for watching.